Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. Now we're going to Ireland, where Joe Dullard disappeared. Let's have a look. Let me put down the things about. Let me get David off my screen before I go completely apeshit about that guy. I just want to get his grinning face. I'm putting some windows down. Just want to get his grinning face off my bloody screen. Complete twonk. Where am I? So we're looking for Jojo. I've got lots of windows open, as you might imagine. There she is, bless her. So this is Josephine Jojo Dullard. So she's known as Jojo. Now let me read out the police information about her from the Garda in Ireland. So Josephine Jojo Dullard, she went missing on the 9th of November. All right, so we're coming up, we've just passed a sort of an anniversary, if you like. She went missing on the 9th of November in 1995. 5'4", approximately 163 centimetres, medium build, dark shoulder length hair, and here's a photo of her. So they've age progressed from 21 to 34. She looks, more or less as that she's thought to be deceased. Let me just say that. I think actually they have turned it to a murder inquiry now, so she's not likely to be found alive. Anyway, so she was born on the 25th of January. She's been missing since 11:30 p.m. on Thursday, the 9th of November. At that time, she phoned her friend from a phone box in Moon, County Kildare. She told her friend she was hitching a lift from Moon to her home in Callan, County Kilkenny. A short time later, a woman answering Jojo's description was seen leaning in the back door of a dark-coloured Toyota Carina type car. Excuse me, my voice is going. There were further sightings of a woman similar to Jojo in Castledermot, County Kildare, which is 5 miles from Moon, at around midnight on the same evening, Thursday, 9th of November. The driver or occupants of this Toyota Carina type car have never been traced. That's always a bad sign when people don't come forward, isn't it? Jojo is described as 5'4" in height, medium build, dark shoulder length hair. She was 21 years old when she went missing, bless her. So that's the police, the Garda, the Irish police website. Let's have a look at so there's been some, let's say, developments later, recently. And I'm going to let you know what's been happening. Now, they've recently arrested someone for her murder, but he has been released. So let's have a look. I've always got to accept the cookies. So the man arrested over Jojo Dullard disappearance is released without charge. That's frustrating. Now, I know that they're searching, the police are searching, seem to have some reason to believe that Jojo, or some evidence can be found about Jojo's case in County Wicklow, open ground in County Wicklow, and the police are continuing to search, even though the man who's been arrested in connection has been released. Now, I'm going to do, I'm planning sort of a video, a proper video, if you like. Obviously I'm talking about it now on the live stream, and I will be editing this video to, release in sort of smaller parts. But I am planning like a proper video with much more detail, because I do the videos every now and again about missing people, the unsolved cases. And I think Jojo's is a case that needs looking at and needs as much awareness as possible. Now, it seems like the police have got someone in their sights, doesn't it? It's just a question of the evidence, isn't it? That's what it comes down to at the end, to get a case to court. This is why I really do believe that for cases to actually get to court in the first place, they're probably likely to be guilty. I know everyone's entitled to their trial and blah, 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 blah. But, to actually get a case to court is hard, because the police need so much evidence. They've got to get it past the Crown Prosecution Service or the DA, I think it is in America, isn't it? Or whoever it is in whichever country it is. It's not easy to even get a case to court unless you've got conclusive evidence. And it's always difficult if there's not a body, of course, or, if they can't find Jojo's possessions, etc., that will probably have DNA on them and things like that, and, nowadays we saw in the Delphi murders trial, people get a bit hysterical if there isn't any DNA now, whereas years ago we never had any DNA and people still got charged with murder and prosecuted with murder and found guilty. But now it's like a hysteria if there's no DNA, because we've got so used to it now. So they obviously feel that this man that they've released is probably the perpetrator or knows something. But they've released him without charge because they haven't got that smoking gun. They haven't got that smoking gun yet. They haven't got the proper amount of evidence yet. If it ever comes to, here's Nightbot even. I'm just going to put up the little, hi Nightbot. So I've distracted myself now talking about Nightbot. So obviously that. So a man in his 50s. So bear in mind, this was such a long time ago. He would have been young then, wouldn't he? Would he have been a similar age as Jojo? So this was 95. It happened. Jojo was 20. It's nearly 30 years ago. Yeah, so he's probably similar age to Jojo. So Gardaí said a search operation is continuing on open ground in County Wicklow near the border with Kildare. The land is being searched and evacuated before a technical and forensic examination is carried out. On Tuesday morning, excavation work was underway with 2 vehicles on site and a large number of people operating in the surrounding fields who appeared to be using metal detectors in a systematic search around the field. So there's a reason why the police have arrested this guy, isn't there? And there's a reason why they've released him. And the reason they've released him is they haven't found anything yet, I suppose. I think you can safely assume that as soon as they find anything, he will be back in custody, won't he? I don't think, they've got we don't know what the reason is that they suspect him. Maybe somebody over all this time, he was scared to talk before. Now he's prepared to talk. That's probably what's happened. Maybe it may be what do they call it? A tip-off is the reason why they arrested him. Or maybe they had some evidence that they've now been able to get DNA off. Who knows? So this on Tuesday morning, excavation work was underway with 2 vehicles on site and a large number of people operating in the surrounding fields who appeared to be using metal detectors in a systematic search around the field. Josephine Jojo Dullard went missing on November the 9th, 1995, while on her way home to Callan in County Kilkenny after socialising in Bruxelles Bar on Dublin's Harry Street. So she's gone out and hitched her way home, which seems, dangerous to us, doesn't it? But I think in those times people did it a lot more. I don't know. I would never hitchhike. I would be terrified of hitchhiking. But then maybe I've just watched too much true crime. But even when I was young, I have taken lifts off people. Having said that, when I was young, yeah, I have taken lifts off people. God, when I think about it now, I've said before in video, I'm luckier that I'm alive, because once I'd been out, and if I missed the last bus and I'd had a drink and whatever, I'd get a lift off anybody. Yeah, it's true, I would, when I was her age or younger than her. Anyway, she missed her last bus to Kilkenny and instead boarded a 10 p.m. bus to Naas, County Kildare, intending to hitchhike the rest of the way home. Oh my God. She hitched a lift from Naas to the slip road on the M9 motorway at Kilcullen, County Kildare, and at 11:15 she got another lift to Moon. So these people have obviously come forward. Then she called her friend Mary Cullinan at 11:37 from a phone box, because you didn't have your mobiles then, did you? You only had your phone boxes. And during that call, Miss Dullard told Miss Cullinan that a car had stopped for her and she was going to take the lift. And that was the last known interaction with Miss Dullard. And the Gardaí launched a fresh appeal from her sister Kathleen Bergin on Saturday to mark the 29th anniversary of her disappearance. And she appealed to anyone with knowledge to help bring her home. So can we see that? Or maybe there's a video, I don't know. So this is her sister. We need to bring Jojo home. Oh, she's out there somewhere and we need to bring her home. Yeah, because I think although they've accepted, I expect that she is dead, they want to bring her home and give her a burial. It's like we were saying about Samantha Murphy. And that's in Australia. It doesn't matter what country you're in, doesn't matter what culture it is. People, there's something about bringing a body home and giving it a respectful burial, whatever your culture is, that means so much to people. Now, there's something, just one more thing I wanted, because I'll see if I can find it, because of the possessions she had with her. She had like, let's see, she had like a, oh, there she is. She had what you'd call, yeah, she had her Sanyo stereo cassette player model MGP21 with her at the time of her disappearance. Now, that's very interesting because, if it's a cassette player, that will still be somewhere, wherever it's been discarded. If they find it on that ground, it will be there, because it's it might be in a terrible condition or whatever, but they've got the model number and everything. So that'll be something that when they find it, if and when they find it, they will be able to tie conclusively to Jojo's disappearance. Right, so it was 2020 when they upgraded her case to that of murder. And the Gardaí said at the time they were satisfied that serious harm came to Miss Dullard on the night of 9th of November. And they said it's another traumatic day for Jojo's family, as her case is publicly confirmed to be now an active murder investigation. Yeah, because I suppose right up to then the family would be sort of half hoping that maybe, she'd just run off somewhere, and that, even though they would probably know inside. But when the police officially declared it was now a murder investigation, and there must be a reason for that, makes you wonder what information they've got that we don't know about. But so let's just hope. Let's hope against hope. This is where all the searches are going on. Wicklow, Kildare. Oh, 2 properties were also searched. let's just hope against hope that something's found and this case gets resolved. And now I've officially adopted this case. We'll be following that through to the end like we do. Okay, so that is the case. And as I say, I will be doing a full-length video just about JoJo with all the details. I just wanted to give you some information about it and let you know that we are going to be following